strength, size, power. These are the things a man needs to play rugby. And you have none of these, Williams, they said. But they were wrong. It was the size of his heart, the power of his ambition, the strength of his character.
On St. Patrick's Day, the Irish dared to dream of a Grand Slam for only the third time. 1948 and 2009 were never to be forgotten years for Irish rugby. Would 2018 be added to that list? England were stung by 2 defeats in a row coming into this game, looking for revenge after Ireland denied Eddie Jones' men a Grand Slam in Dublin last year. But it was the men in green who struck early on. Sexton launched a high kick towards the English line, and Anthony Watson was challenged by Rob Kearney. As the ball broke loose, Gary Ringrose was quick to react and got his hands to the ball. Referee Angus Gardner checked with the TMO Ben Skeen from New Zealand, and after reviewing the play, the TMO ruled that the score was good.
The ball is first grounded by Green.
Okay, so I can award the try.
Yes, you may.
An ideal start for Ireland, and Sexton kicked a fine conversion to make it 7-0. Sexton struck the upright with a penalty kick before the Irish notched a second try in the 24th minute, and what a wonderful score it was. A crisp backline move with Bundyaki bursting through from Furlong's pass before CJ Stander took it on and found the base of the post. It was a brilliantly conceived try from Ireland. Once again, the TMO was called upon to confirm that the score was good. It was a fairly straightforward call for him to make, and Ireland had a 14-0 lead after Sexton converted. With just over a quarter of the game elapsed, the visitors were in a commanding position. However, it wasn't one-way traffic, and England weren't going to lie down. Their pressure approaching the half-hour mark paid dividends. Firstly, Peter O'Mahony saw yellow for deliberately collapsing the maul as England drove towards the Irish line. No argument from the Irish number 6, and Ireland were down to 14 men for 10 minutes. England capitalised on their numerical advantage. In the 32nd minute they got their first score of the game. Owen Farrell with a perfectly weighted kick in behind, and Elliot Daly was quickly onto it for the try. A score the home side's pressure deserved, and England were back in it, although Farrell was off target with the conversion attempt, leaving Ireland 14-5 ahead. With Ireland restored to 15 men and with the final move of the half, the visitors got in for try number 3, and it was a wonderful piece of individual flair from a player with confidence flowing through his veins. Ulster winger Jacob Stockdale still had plenty to do when he received the ball out wide, but his chip over Mike Brown worked out perfectly. England had extended the in-goal area by 2 metres ahead of this game, and Stockdale needed every inch of that extra area to get the touchdown. Incredibly, a record 7 tries in this season's championship for the 21-year-old. The TMO did check for a knock-on, but deemed that it had struck his knee. And when Joey Carberry, who was on as a temporary replacement for Sexton, kicked an excellent conversion, it left Ireland 21-5 ahead at the break. England held territorial advantage early in the second half and came very close to a score when the ball was passed to Daly on the wing. The Wasps man looked set to fly over the line for a try, but was denied by a perfect tap tackle from Keith Earls to prevent the score. It was a textbook tackle from the Munster man, and hugely important for Ireland as they maintained the 16-point lead. Having weathered some more English pressure, Ireland extended their lead further in the 60th minute when Conor Murray took on kicking duties despite Sexton's return to the fray. The scrum half struck it well, and Ireland's lead was out to 24 points to 5. With a 19-point lead and a quarter of the game to play, the Grand Slam was looming large for Ireland. But England kept going, and on 65 minutes they were rewarded with a second try. It was a well-worked score with George Ford to Mike Brown, and a wonderful offload from the fullback to Daly on the wing as he dashed over for his and England's second try of the game. Brown's offload made the try, and Daly wasn't going to be caught. Fortunately for England, Farrell was off target with the conversion attempt, and it was 24 points to 10 for Ireland. With the clock in the red and Irish players celebrating on the bench, England did launch one last attack. A converted try could still win them a losing bonus point, and when Johnny May picked it up on the wing, he had a clear run to the line for the last score of the game. It was of little consolation to Eddie Jones' men, especially when Farrell was off target with the conversion. It left a final score of 15 points to 24. Ireland could start to celebrate only a third ever Grand Slam success. It was a huge moment for Joe Schmidt's history-making men. The celebrations would last long for the players and supporters alike. England have lost 3 matches in a row for the first time under Jones. Rory Best lifted the trophy to cap a wonderful campaign for the men in green. Ireland, the 2018 NatWest Six Nations champions, and they've done it in style.